All right, guys. I just thought I would do a quick little Zoom because honestly, last year when they did this, it was the end of July. I remember because Chelsea joined. And you guys, this is crazy, this BOGO right now. So even if you had, potentials from like months ago, or if you're brand new, just tell people about this. If you have customers, if you have people that you want on your team, honestly, just tell them. I've been like, literally, I have such a headache. I've been like messaging people like all day and like texting people, and I called a couple people. So these types of like BOGO events can really change your business. I know it really changed my business last year when I got, some more people, I was diamond at the time. I got everybody, pumped up about it. And, Robin, you signed some people during the BOGO, right? Where's Robin? I just saw her. I feel like we always sign people during the BOGO event because it's such a great incentive. They're getting like literally money in their pocket. People are excited about it. And you know what, honestly, like going into like September, October, November, that's when people are really wanting to make a change after summer, and people are just ready to get fit again, get healthy, make money. And then going into January, it's going to be crazy. So I'm really excited about that. For tomorrow night, you guys, and I mean, honestly, you guys, like, I know there's a couple of you guys right now, whether it's working on your first couple distributors or, you're working towards a promotion. Honestly, I have a girl who's pre-selling, like, there's a couple girls pre-selling wraps and everything right now, which is great. But honestly, if you get a couple people on your team and then those people get a couple people, I mean, you can promote quick. So there's still like 3 weeks left in the month. So I'm working hard towards a promotion this month. I know a lot of you guys are working, whether it's to get to Ruby. Hi, Carissa. Carissa just put up her hand. Awesome. Whether it's to get to executive, Ruby, diamond, double diamond, whether you're getting a bonus or not. I mean, I'm not going to get a bonus, but I'm still running for my promotion. I never stop running because I have goals where I want to be. And, and I know there's a lot of you that have the same thing. So you know what? Get your team pumped up. Everybody has, most of you guys have downlines. I mean, if you're just starting out and you're working towards getting your first distributor, that's great, because a lot of girls started this time last year and they literally joined. And like Sadie, she just joined and she already has people that are ready to join with her. And she's pumped up, and you just get people excited. And I mean, we have a crazy opportunity. I mean, with these bonuses, I think that they'll maybe extend the BOGO another day, but honestly, like, we welcome 7 or 8 new distributors today, like on the entire team. So I'm working on like 10 people right now. And you know what, honestly, this is just a great time to get people to join. Now tomorrow night, you guys, if you can make it, great. If not, the Zoom tomorrow night, I was basically just going to talk about like my story, how I got involved, why it works, why I checked out other companies, how, this team and myself are successful in this business. I mean, a lot of you, of course, too. But if anyone wants to, join in and answer any questions, that's great. But I thought it would be a great thing if we just had like potentials, like, it's so easy. All I have to do is download from their phone. And what I'm going to do is record it, and I'm going to post it up on my page after. So people who aren't on the Zoom, we can send them the YouTube, because it's just a YouTube that I loaded up to and then put it on the page. So that way, if people are scared or, they don't want to ask you questions or they don't want to log in, but it's great if we could get them on, and that way they can ask questions and, just basically see a little bit about what our team is all about. I can hold, I think, up to 150 people on this Zoom. So, I mean, we'll have enough space. Does anyone have any questions about about the BOGO event right now? Or you guys have people that you're going to invite for tomorrow? I'm inviting people, but you know what? I'm not going to make it super long, but I'm going to put up the YouTube video like right after. And I mean, you guys can share it on your page. I'm going to make it pretty professional, but I'm just going to have fun with it too, because I don't want people to think that like you know, we want people to know that we're just like normal people and we just have fun with our business and we're just excited about it and we want to help people. We don't need to be all, you know, I don't know. You've seen all the different types of videos that people do. So, I mean, I think it's more fun to just be, you know, excited about it and, you know, talk about why it works. I'm going to talk about why I got involved. And people can just tune in by video, or they can tune in if they want a message like from their phone, they can do that too. Sorry. Just gonna mute that. Do you guys have any questions about the BOGO event right now? Just trying to mute that. Anybody? No?
The crickets.
What is that? Any tips on sealing the deal? You know what, honestly, people are either ready or they're not. I mean, I know with Chelsea and a couple other people that that I had worked on for a while, they just weren't ready. So, I mean, honestly, if someone has been thinking about it and they're debating about it, and then you get 2 boxes of wraps, well, that's like money in their pocket. That's an extra 140 Canadian, an extra $100 US, 140 Canadian, like back in their pocket once they sell those wraps. So it's free for them to join. I also had people that I knew that were interested in wraps. They were interested in becoming loyal customers, and I actually had switched them over to distributors. So say you have people that you know have been interested in buying the wraps, like as a customer, you can explain to them. I've been talking to a couple of my customers right now too and saying like, hey, do you guys want to join our team? Like, we have this great deal right now. And, you know, you get an extra box of wraps. And if you choose, you know, to work the business with us, that would be awesome. I mean, we have lots of incentives right now. We have bonuses, you know, the fast starts are great too. I love that about our business, the wrap cash. A lot of you guys are, I mean, I love fast starts. That's a huge part of my check, I know, and the bonuses and everything too, and roller bonus. So, another huge thing about our company, I always talk about you guys, is our compensation plan. So Alicia, going back to sealing the deal, I just act excited about it. I always share my story. You have to have a story of why you're doing this. If you just tell people to join your team because, oh, just join my team, it's fun. People want to know what's in it for them. So share your story, you know, why you joined, why it works, why our company, I mean, I never badmouth any other companies. That's not what I'm saying, but, always talk about all the great things that we have in our company. And just, you know, if you have some people that are on the fence, or you have some people that you haven't even contacted yet, but you see them as like your dream team people, just let them know. I mean, if they say no, who cares? I have people that say no to me all the time or ignore me, and then they message me a month later and say that they've been watching my posts and they join. So, you know, don't just be really confident and excited and bold with people. I like to get people on the phone too. I feel like when you're messaging people back and forth on Facebook, they can ignore you, or people get busy. So people don't don't worry about it if someone doesn't write you back right away. I mean, people are busy, people have kids, you know. But the more confident and excited you are about it, the more people will see, you know, and always offer to invite them on our page. I know Chelsea's group has a separate page. We have our global page. So I love it when people have sneak peeks on the page. Like, you know, everybody welcomes them. They see the community and everything, and see how everybody is, and that they have that support, that they don't just join and they're like all by themselves. So, yeah. You're welcome. Does anyone have anything else they'd like to ask or anything? I don't want to keep this super long because I'm going to do the one tomorrow night. And I just thought we could just kind of, honestly, with these BOGO kits, you guys, it usually only happens. It's the same thing with loyal customers. It usually only happens like a couple times a year that they do it. So when they do it, I really like to take advantage of it. I mean, if people aren't ready, they're not ready. I don't I don't cry about it if they don't want to join. I mean, with me, I wasn't waiting around for an extra kit, but I was waiting until I was ready, you know? So people are, I mean, you don't want to just have people join just to get an extra kit and they're not, you know, interested, right? But the great thing about this is literally they sell the wraps. They're getting all this extra money back in their pocket, you know? So yeah. So tomorrow night, I'm just going to talk about, you know, a little bit about it works, why it works, you know, why I got involved. You know, if people want to ask questions, they can. I've never done one like a Zoom like this before. We've done like opportunity calls. Well, we tried to do a group one once. It didn't really work. But I've done them. I do them like myself all the time. But I want to look into doing that too, where people can just call in, because some people might be a little scared about the whole Zoom thing. But this way, if they want to show up, great. If not, I'm going to record it. So if there's a lot of us on here, or if you have invite people, that the more the merrier. I mean, we can do questions too, but we'll just want to keep it really professional. Like if anybody's, you know, don't ask questions that we don't want potentials to know, like have on here, like, you know, asking people how to join our team, or just, not that that's not professional, Alicia, that's not what I mean, but when potentials are on here, we can just talk a little bit about why it works, why you joined. If anyone wants to, you know, tune in, and I mean, anybody wants to say anything, they totally can. Anybody can.
What's the best way to invite people to the Zoom tomorrow?
Honestly, I like messaging people. I don't like just putting up a thing on my Facebook. I mean, that's fine to do. But I would message all my potentials. Like if you have any potentials right now or people that you want on your team, just let them know about it. And then I'll get the link up. I'll make the link first thing in the morning or tonight, and we can send it to them. That way, you know, they're invited. If they choose to click and attend, great. If not, and then I was going to put the YouTube on my page after, so people can tune in and watch, because it's amazing how many people you don't think watch your posts or watch your videos, but then you put up a video and it will have like hundreds of views, right? And then maybe like 30 likes or 10 likes, yes. Right? So this way people can just tune in, and it'd be great if they get on the Zoom, but some people might be scared or whatever. But this way we can just tell people about the opportunity and talk about the extra box of wraps right now. And I'm going to talk quickly a little bit about our, you know, our bonuses and our promotions. And I'm not going to make it super long either. I'm just going to talk a little bit about why I joined It Works and how I was skeptical, and, you know, just my story and how I got involved. Because everybody needs to have a story with this, guys. Like, I hope you guys, like, it'll help you definitely build your team. I know some people are great, you know, I bring in customers. Some people are great at bringing in distributors. But you really need to have a story about why you're doing this. Like if you don't have a reason or a why, and you just say, oh, you know, it's fine, I just joined, whatever, you know, no, you have to inspire people. That's how they're going to join your team. So Trudy, I would just message people. Do you have some people that you'd like to come?
Yeah.
Yeah? And are they all on Facebook?
Yes, they are.
So I would message them. Have you reached out about them, about the opportunity yet, or?
Many times.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, you know what? What's holding them back? Are they just not ready right now, or maybe they're just not
ready? One's very. She still doesn't believe in this business, and one's kind of short on cash, and she just has a newborn, and.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Well, this way, if we have if we just have a little bit of an information session, people can just kind of decide for themselves if, you know, again, I'm not going to make it super long, because I don't, you know, I tell my story quick and how I got involved and just about our incentives right now. And Andrea put up that little event right now, just quickly, so people can just see it. I mean, I was going to do I was going to do an event kind of like what we did last time. Oh, it was a couple months ago. I think it was like in May or June. I don't remember. But Andrea just went and did that. So, like if you have, I know a lot of you guys have people on the team pages right now. Honestly, you guys, if they've been on there for a while, take them off, because sometimes if you just leave them on there forever, they're just going to sit there for months. Like, so there's quite a lot of people, if they've been on there, you know, I know we said the 48-hour sneak peek, but I mean, give them a couple more days if you want, if you think they're going to join. But if they're not, I actually need to delete someone because he's not responding to me. We were supposed to talk the other day. This is someone else. I don't know him. Sadie, it's actually your friend. He's not responding to me. So I'm going to remove him from the page.
Yeah, no, that's totally fine. I've messaged him like 4 times.
That's okay. You know what? Honestly, but then if you just remove them, they see that you're serious and, like, this is a business. So, we want to help people, but, that is our team page. That's kind of why we have this Diamonds and Training page, because some things I don't think we should post on the team pages if we have guests,
Right.
I mean, they don't need to know about like lots of stuff that we have going on. I mean, it's not
I
that
just messaged him and I told him about the meeting that we'll, the online get together tomorrow. So hopefully he'll see it and want to, join.
Yeah, no worries. That's totally fine. I mean, maybe he was busy. He was out of town too. So people are busy, or people just aren't ready. Like, I don't take it personally. I just move on to the next one, and then I keep in touch with people. But I mean, you want to keep in touch with people. I mean, I never give up on people, because honestly, if you just give up on someone, they're probably going to join someone else when they are ready. So, I actually had that happen with a girl that I completely forgot about. I met her online, and now she's coming to me for all this help now, because she signed up with someone online. She's like, oh, I should have signed up with you. And she's like, this girl just messaged me and I was ready. And a lot of people just don't understand. They just join. I mean, whatever. It's okay. I wasn't mad at her or anything. I said, oh, no, that's fine. Like, but I mean, it's great. Like, not a lot of teams are like ours, you guys, with the, with our supportive pages and our events and our, everything that we do to try and stay connected with everybody, because there's a lot of amazing leaders on this team. And there's going to be a lot of rubies and diamonds and double diamonds all popping up. So, is there anything else you guys want me to talk about, like tomorrow, or any questions that you guys have about?
I had a question.
Yeah.
Okay, so I did a sneak peek for, you probably saw Kim Lewis.
Yeah.
She really wants to join, so we went out for dinner and stuff yesterday with her mom, because her mom's really questionable.
Okay.
And, we were talking for the whole day. We're out for the whole day. And she's like, well, I just want to make sure it's not a scam. And I don't want my daughter to join anything that's not real. I don't see how it could be real and such. But she's ready to join. Like, she was ready to sign up. But her mom is the one, like, that's in the way.
Well, you know what? Her mom's not the one paying her bill. Well, maybe her mom helps her with her bill. I mean, honestly, if I listened to what people told me, I probably wouldn't have joined either. But, like, people are joining this for themselves. She's not joining this for her mom. She's joining this for herself. Does she have kids?
No, she doesn't.
No? Okay. Well, she's joining this for herself. I mean, not everybody's going to support you. I mean, her mom probably just doesn't understand, right? So what did you say? Her mom was with you? Or
yeah,
no?
I offered to take them out. We went to do our nails and stuff and such. And she was just like, well, after she gets the kit, will she get box of wraps for free? I was like, well, it's a product. You have to pay for it. It comes with the kit. But after that, you have to pay for the product. And she's like, well, it should be given to her for free. And I think she's just being a bit too into it. She doesn't really understand.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, you guys, it's a business. I mean, when people think you're supposed to get stuff for free, I mean, no one would take anything seriously. I have a friend right now who's telling me about this business. He's like, yeah, it's only like $20 for people to join, and then it's only like $10 a month for people. I'm like, well, no one's going to take that seriously if it costs $20 to join. I've seen a lot of companies where you can join for free and all this stuff. I mean, I think it's better when you have to pay for something, because then it shows that people are serious and they're committed. I mean, it's like getting a free gym membership. Well, no one's going to go, but if you pay for it, you're more inclined to go. I just bought a new yoga membership, and I paid like an auto deduct thing for the year. So a certain amount comes off every month. So I'm tied in for the year. But, if I didn't do that, I thought maybe I wouldn't go, so I just committed to it. So with this, it's like the same thing with anything. You commit to it. And if you take it seriously, well, it can change your life. But if you don't take it seriously, you could sit around for months and nothing's going to happen in your business. So I would just tell her, like, why is her reason for joining? Like, why does she want to join?
Well, she's, like fresh out of college. And
Okay.
she's not working at the moment. She just, she gets little side jobs with her uncle or stuff like that. But like for the past like 2 months, I have her come along with me whenever I'm blitzing and I'm selling wraps. So that's what
For
really
two
motivated
months?
her. Yeah, I've known her for a long time, but like
She needs to just
recently,
join.
yeah, like recently we started hanging out more and I've taken her out and blitzing and stuff like that. But she really wants, like today we met up again and she's really wanting to sign up because she wants to get in on the BOGO deal. But
Yeah. I would just
her
get her to
mom
sign up.
is
Just
just being
tell her,
ridiculous.
yeah, I mean, her mom's not the one who's going to live her life, right?
And you know
Exactly.
what? My mother is the biggest skeptic and thinks this is the biggest scam and has never, not every, like I've never had a family member be a loyal customer, and that didn't stop me,
Yeah, that's, yeah.
So, it, not everybody's mom is going to agree with it or parent or sister or whatever. You gotta kind of figure out if it's worth it for them,
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like it's just more because like when her mom talks to her, she gets annoyed.
Well,
And it's just, but
to decide whether she wants, to do this and, help her future, or if her mom's going to decide everything that she's going to do every day.
exactly.
I mean, my parents are super supportive because I bet even my dad said, like, 6 months ago, he's like, oh, Tanis, when you joined this, I had no idea, like, ever that, like, how amazing this opportunity is. Like, my dad's a businessman and my parents have worked hard their whole life and everything. And, they didn't come from much and they've worked hard. And, they were supportive. They didn't really understand MLM, but they were like, that sounds cool. Like, good for you. It's right up your alley, try it out. And they were supportive of me because they knew it was important to me. But that doesn't mean other family were at all. But my dad said, he's like, oh my gosh, he's like, your compensation plan's insane. He's like, I mean, I've showed him and, my paychecks and everything. And it's just, but until people really understand, and lots will never understand, what we have is like crazy. I mean, I'll just tell you this, not to brag, you guys, but since February, I gave myself a 500% raise.
That's amazing.
But, with our compensation plan, you guys, there is no cap. There's a lot of other companies. If it's binary or depending on how the compensation plan works, you can only go so far. So with our compensation plan, you guys, like people can just go and go and go and go and go. And like these black diamonds, like I was talking to Denise last night and like her goal is like triple black diamond. Like, okay. I mean, because there's no cap on our compensation plan. The more people you help, the more people those people help, the more distributors, the more customers, the more people you help, the more money you make, right? So there's no cap on our compensation plan. So I really looked around when I joined companies and I wanted something that nobody else had. And the fact that we're continuing opening in more countries, we just have a really great opportunity compared to a lot of other companies. Again, I never say anything bad about any other companies. If anyone ever talks or mentions another company, never say anything bad about it. But I always just talk about the pluses about ours. And then people are totally allowed to make up their own mind. I mean, I've had people join other companies and they've come to me for help networking. But I mean, I'm still friends with people. I don't care if they join something else. I mean, I might be a little hurt, but I mean, they can go join whatever they want. I'm not going to be upset. I mean, it's their life. But Monique, I would just tell her, I say, listen, like, this team's amazing. We'd love to have you. You want to do it. You should do what you do. Because, if I listen to what my mother or what everyone told me to do the rest of my life, I mean, she's a grown woman, right? So she can do
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I told her definitely. She just needs to do it.
Yeah.
Her mom's just being difficult. She asked me
mom
for a
doesn't
free
have to
wrap.
Her mom asked, no, don't just.
Yeah, her mom asked me for.
When you
I was
said
like,
you took them
no.
out. What do you mean
I was
you
like,
took them out?
no.
You didn't take them when you took them out, did you? No.
No, I didn't.
Okay, you just took them out. Okay, good. Because you're I was like, Monique, no. No, but you guys, I have lots of people that are just sitting and waiting. There's people watching you. So, just let them know. I mean, for example, I had a couple customers I was talking with today and I told them about it and they're like, oh, really? I never really thought about that. So I hadn't really talked to them ever about the business because they're newer customers. And I brought it up before and I guess they just weren't interested. And I bring it up again. Like I bring it up to people all the time because that's our job, right? If we're not offering them the opportunity, we're not doing our job, right? So honestly, the more people you share this with, the more money you're going to make. So people are going to say no. So if you have, if you talk to 100 people, maybe 10 of those people will sign up, right? So always, keep building your network, keep, ask your friends for referrals, I ask my customers for referrals all the time, or I send them samples and I thank them, and, grow those relationships. And I love doing online contests or events. And I mean, if you're new and you can't afford to buy products, I totally understand, just giving away to people. But once, you're in the business a bit and you can do contests on your page. I love doing stuff like that. And the team parties, I always choose someone who's won a wrap, or I'm actually going to do a contest for hair, skin, nails. And that people have to like and comment, and they have to write like HSN with like a heart, and I'm going to get because every time you get people interacting and engaging on your page, that's more pop-ups, like basically that you're getting on social media, and it's going to pop up on your other friends' pages, and you're going to get more exposure that way. So, you don't have to give it away free stuff. I don't do that all the time, but I've been wanting to do contests and stuff. Like I sent 3 out the other day. I sent a wrap, wow, greens, and shoe samples. And I put like a little thank you card for them, playing the game and everything, and for them to let me know when they received it. So then when they receive it, that's 3 people. And every single time I've done that, I've gotten a customer or a distributor. Every single time. I think there's one person who like completely ignored me. But a girl on the team is actually working on her because she's better friends with her. So I told her to take over because even though I had been talking to her for a bit, like this girl, I really want her. I know this girl will be a distributor. So I want this girl to get her because she would totally be great. But I think she's just scared and shy. Some people just don't respond sometimes because they're scared if they respond that they have to sign up and they're not ready. So I don't take it personally. Like, honestly, I've gotten pretty tough in this. If someone doesn't ignore me, I don't care. I'll still follow up with them though. And normally they're like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, I didn't get back to you. My kid, I was busy, I was working. Like, I'm sorry, so I just always, always, always follow up with people because people don't like and comment. Everybody who likes and comments my stuff are distributors.
Yeah.
So don't take it personally if people don't like and comment on stuff. Does anyone else have anything they want to talk about quickly? I'll keep this, just want to make this about a half an hour. So like 5 more minutes. If anybody wanted to ask anything. Hi, Cheryl.
Hi.
Oh, I saw it pop up.
I was going to say, I just got more comfortable the last little while getting, adding people I don't know, like from the people you may know list.
Oh, good. I love that.
Yeah, I'm new at it, right? So, but today I had someone message me. I happened to add her. She off that list, and she's got 4 people interested in the rap. So I'm doing a rap party, and I've never spoken to them before ever. So
that's awesome.
She just messaged me.
I love doing parties.
In the raps. Can you send some? So then we made arrangements to have a rap party with her and some other ladies. So
that's awesome. That's great. Oh. And you never know what type of distributors or customers you can get. Like I love doing one-on-ones. I met up with a girl, was it Friday or Thursday? She just literally messaged me that morning and I was like, what are you doing later? I'm doing errands. You want to meet up? And she was like an acquaintance, but she had the day off and so we got together and we just went to Starbucks and we just chatted and she's super interested. And I've met a lot of people online that I don't know if you guys saw, I welcomed that girl the other day, that one with the cute little girl. Yes. And honestly, she was a potential from another distributor on the team who stopped working their business. And the girl added me as a friend and I would never go, but it's because this girl doesn't work her business anymore. So I just, started messaging her because I always thought she'd be great at this. You keep mentioning samples, you get samples. How? I'm aware of Canadians getting defining gel samples. What other samples do you get? Okay. Like greens on the go, wow, and choose. Those are the type of samples. And I'll give like a wrap. Every single time I give a wrap to someone or samples, like I buy a box of greens on the go usually every single month, because everything we buy is a write-off. But I understand, you just buy right now what you can afford. I understand that. But also just realize that when you're giving these out, you're promoting your business too. So I usually make it look all cute too. I like wrapped up a wrap with a green sample, a chew, and a wow, and I put like a little ribbon on it and like I buy these little cards. They're not like full on thank you cards. They're just like those little cards that you kind of attach with flowers kind of. And every time you do that, you're growing a relationship with people. So whether you're friends with these people on Facebook, like close friends, or you've just met them, like just act like, you guys are friends, because this business is a relationship business. So the more you kind of get, Pam always says, the more you just kind of get over yourself and just do it, that's when things start happening. And again, a lot of people have different networks of people. A lot of people start with a bigger network. A lot of people start with a smaller network. So don't compare yourself to some people promoting really quick or, oh, okay, so choose. Yeah, they're all like little, so greens on the go come in like little go packages, like the ones you've seen. I don't know, you've probably seen them. You can look at all of them on your site. We have all the wow come in little packages. The chews come in little individually wrapped little chews. And then the wraps, of course, come in a box of 4. So I like doing that because, I don't do it all the time. But if it's going to help me grow my business, then I don't mind giving out samples, because last year I bought a lot of stuff, but it's also a write-off at the end of the year. And then remember, the more income you make, you need to have more write-offs. So I bought a computer the other day. A year ago, I wouldn't have bought that computer, right? But now I have to buy more things just because it's part of my business and you need it to run your business. So, and everything's a write-off. So, you have to pay for it first.
Hey, Tana. Hello.
Hi. What's up?
I just wanted to make a quick point. I did a contest the other day.
Mm-hmm.
And it was at, was it the wrap greens? And, people just keep going through and saying wrap, right, until I say green.
Oh, okay.
And I've gotten 3 potential distributors, and 2 of them didn't even play that game, but they all came from that game.
That's awesome.
You know what I mean? Like I had only 3 or 4 people actually took part in that game. Whereas last time I had like 30, you know what I mean? But I had more impact this game than I did when I had more people. So it's
awesome.
It's the incentive of giving that prize, right?
Yeah, and also the excitement you have on your Facebook. If you guys are using social media to grow your network, you have to make it exciting. Because if it's boring and you're not consistent, people are not going to be excited. They're going to just move on. I've had customers or distributors join me just because they didn't join with someone else because the person didn't seem excited. Okay, I'm going to place my order this week. I have a wrap party and a cancer lupus awareness. Oh, coming up. That's great. That's great. Yeah, I always buy stuff, of course, that we need, but then I buy stuff that I can give away as samples and like prizes. I will do contests, and I did a contest, and I did a box of wraps, a facial. What else did I give? A fat fighter, and then some green samples, and I wrapped it all up and I took it over to the girl. She's a customer and she's been thinking about becoming a distributor, and she did win the contest. So, but you guys, I always usually pick the winners. I know that sounds mean, but I'm not going to pick someone who I know is just trying to get something for free. I'm going to pick someone, who,
potential.
Who's you think would be great. And that's a great opener to just, I love doing contests. So whether you want to give away a product, you don't just give away products. I normally don't do that. I like to give samples instead, because that's you don't want to start giving away all this stuff. That gets expensive. You don't need to do stuff like that.
That makes a lot of sense.
Oh yeah, that's great. Lots of people want to try the products. I know lots of people want to try the products too. There's still people who are coming now, a year and a half later, me being in the business, and you know, people are always watching you. They want to see if you're serious and you're passionate about your business and if you're going to take it seriously and keep working it. Because, I mean, I know some girls that, like, you know, maybe feel like they're having a hard time, or, you know, they're complaining or nothing's happening, but then I go look on their social media and nothing's happening, or they're not doing one-on-ones, or they're not doing parties. So if they're not doing anything, nothing's going to happen in their business, right? So.
And use the product.
Yeah. And again, that's key. I mean, you don't have to lie to people and tell people that you're using all 40 of the products. I mean, like, people ask me what my favorite products are. I tell them, and I say, and I straight up tell them, I'm like, you know, we don't use all the products, but we've had most of them. Because as I started in the business, I mean, I couldn't really afford to be buying anything in the beginning. But then as I started being able to afford stuff, I kept buying things because if you're not going to fall in love with the products and, you know, what they do, it's hard to work this business. You know, even if you have one or two products that you love, you know, focus on those. You know, I'm not going to lie and tell people that I use one product and I don't ever really use it. But, you know, and again, I forget what that Jackie Zoom the other day, the color personality thing. You have to relate to people in a certain way. So if you know someone's a blue, or if you know someone's a red, you have to talk to them in a way that's going to excite them, right? Don't think about how it's going to excite you. It's going to be all about them and getting their excitement. So you guys do that. Do the whole color, not quiz, what is it called? Test thing to find out what you are, because it's cool to see what other people are. Because yeah, it's just, trying to click here. But yeah, I think tomorrow will be good. Regardless, even if we don't have tons of people that come on, I hope people come on. But if not, I'm just going to start it, and I'm just going to mute everybody. I'm just going to talk quickly about why it works. And, you know, I like to talk a little, of course, I like to talk about the income chart, because that's what sold me. When I saw the income chart, I was like, come on. And then when Jackie told me, like, the income she was making, I was like, come on. I was like, tell me exactly what to do to get there. So again, we're not allowed to post, you guys, exactly what we make. I see some people post like what they're, I have a potential client. Awesome, Cheryl. You can't post your paychecks or anything like that. You can't do stuff like that. It's actually illegal. But I mean, you're allowed to talk about, you know, if you're making 4 figures or 5 figures a month or whatever, you're allowed to talk about stuff like that, but we're supposed to put the income disclaimer. So, I mean, we have to just be careful with what we say. I know some top earners and some presidential ambassadors post things that they might not be able to do, but I know they get in trouble too. So we don't want to get in trouble. But does anyone have anything else quickly they want to talk about? And then I'm going to end this, and then I'll record it and I'll put it on the page.
I want to know, like, what are some different creative ways that you guys like to use? Like play games and certain things like that.
I like to just do contests and getting people liking and commenting. I mean, I don't make it too...
Make it engaging for posts and that.
Yeah. Or I put up that post the other day on what was your child's birth weight or something. And I literally got so many messages, so many posts and likes and comments. That's a good one. If you have a child, or even if you don't, you could still use it, because I'm sure you have moms on your Facebook.
You can use one of my kids.
What?
I said you can use one of our kids.
Yeah, come on. They have enough. They should share. Come on.
Can you guys
sharing is caring. Hi, Cindy.
Yeah, I think being creative is very good. I was talking to Victoria yesterday about the essential oils.
I love the essential oils.
I love them. And I was like, okay, so why don't I make bath bombs? Because I love to make bath bombs. Bath bombs is something I love to make.
Oh, really?
And I was like, yes, I'll make some bath bombs. Make bath bombs, different colors that match the scents of the essential oils, and, you know, bring that creativeness into that as well. I think
a lot of people use them for laundry detergent. I mean, I personally, they haven't been a big seller for me, but I don't push them enough. Weight loss and skincare and hair, skin, nails have always been and wraps, of course. The system. The cleanse I really like. I mean, but those, of course, that's just for American people, of course. So the probiotic I think is great. Yeah, it's always good to push, you know. And if you're in Canada, don't worry about it if we don't have the products. Find people in the U.S. I have people in the U.S. all the time. So, yeah, I mean, we're going to get more products. I mean, we probably won't get the cleanse for a bit just because it won't be.
Can you guys hear me?
Hi, Cindy.
Hi. How are you guys doing?
Good. I'm going to make this a couple more minutes, but what's up?
Well, I just wanted to say that because Monique was asking about like the challenges and the contests and stuff, Erica, my daughter, just did one, and it was just a simple, very simple one about the greens. And she was like, if you aren't getting 38, what is it, supplements or whatever of greens a day, mention yourself or somebody else, and she's going to send their.
That's good.
Sample.
That's cool.
It was pretty cool.
That's a good one. Yeah, just get creative. Another thing, you guys, don't copy people's posts. If you guys see something that someone on your team or something, change it up, but don't copy it word for word. Just because, especially if that person, if you have mutual friends, it just doesn't look good. I mean, I always change things up. I have, what did she say? Have we heard if there's a date for when the Greens Blends Pro? I don't know, Alicia. I think it'll be a while since they just came out in Canada, since they just came out in the US. I think it'll be a while just because of Health Canada. The US, I feel like, can have everything, but us crazy Canadians, we're not allowed anything. But we will eventually get them. Okay, guys, I'll put up the Zoom for any potentials, and if you want to invite people, great. That would be great. I mean, some of you guys, I'm sure, can already close people, but you know, without having it tomorrow night. But if you guys ever need help with closing a distributor or talking to someone, like, honestly, please ask, because I've done so many third-party, like, you know, conversations with people. I will call your potentials for you. I'll talk to people for you. Your upline will, whoever signed you up, a lot of you guys have, I'm looking at all you guys all have great uplines. So whether they're, you know, a ruby or a diamond or whatever they are, I'm always happy to help too, though. So I think I've closed like 5 distributors recently, just people that I don't even know. Just by helping them, just by them hearing someone else's story who's been in it maybe longer, and just not talking to their friend or someone they know, just someone that they don't know. Like, I mean, it's sometimes good when you're talking to someone that you don't know, because then, you know, sometimes if it's a friend, it can be a little more difficult, and then they don't know what to ask, you know. But I feel if people talk to me or someone else and they don't know me, they can kind of ask me questions, and I mean, they don't kind of care, you know, so.
Is she trying to come in? Oh, it's you.
But okay, thanks guys for coming on. I'm gonna record this, and tomorrow night I'm basically just gonna invite all your potentials. I'll put the Zoom up. If anybody needs help like downloading it, you just explain to them how to download the Zoom. I mean, if they want to come on video, that's great. If they want to just tune in by phone, that's fine too. But yeah, it'll be, and then I'm going to record it and I'll put it up on the page, and you guys can even send it to potentials or whatever you want to do. I'll make sure it's nice and clean though. Nice and clean. We won't talk about anything crazy. All right, guys, thanks for coming, and connect with those people, grow your team, because this is crazy. The next couple months, you guys literally changed my entire business. Like, I went from a diamond to, you know, my diamond check, like, you guys kept going and going and going, and like now I'm going presidential. I mean, like, so a lot can change in a year, a lot can change in 6 months, you know. So yeah, just if this is important to you, honestly, just talk to those people and help as many people as possible. Thanks guys, have a good night.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.